Hey everyone, I thought I was going to be late. I know probably nobody's there yet, but how do I do this now? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I thought I was going to be late, but I guess I'm right on time, but I'm still figuring stuff out here. There we go. There we go. We got the laptop set up. Everything's working. Oh, wow. I can even hear myself. Yeah. I know it was really such short notice to do this live. I should have mentioned it a couple of days ago, but oh, just too many things happening. And yeah, one of the reasons I'm doing this live is because I didn't have any content for today, and I got so wiped out with my Crohn's and that. I just didn't lost the time and everything. Couldn't do videos and stuff like that. So I got to see if I can turn this volume up. Didn't lost the time and everything. Couldn't do videos and stuff like that. So I got to see if I can turn the volume. Okay, the volume is up as high as it'll go. So I'm having trouble hearing because of this ear. And there we go. Anyway, I can basically hear it. I'm just going to wait for people to show up and everything like that. See if they got any questions for me. But basically, yeah, I just ran out of time for content and everything because I was so sick there and that. And so many things happening lately. You know, with the truck, the trailer plate, the compression stockings, my medical condition, the Crohn's, everything just coming at me at once. So I just ran out of time and didn't get enough videos made for this for Sunday today. So now we are doing a live instead. Oh, Beverly Redmond, how you doing? Glen Dome, hey, how you doing there? How's it going? Got a couple people showing up here. Beverly Redmond's from Pennsylvania. Whoa. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So I thought I'd just take some time to just sit here and wait for a few people to show up. I thought I'd give you a little special treat today if I can pull it off. Been practicing a lot, but wanted to make sure a bunch of people were here. And anyway, maybe get some questions going and stuff like that. Find out what you want to know, anything, and go from there. Wanted to make sure a bunch of people were here. John Jarvis, hey, how are you doing, John? I'm glad to see you're still hanging around. John Jarvis from Michigan in the house. Yeah, that's awesome, John. Good to see you're still around. Beverly Redmond, fingers too big for typing. Yeah, I know that problem. Yeah, especially on a small phone or something like that with tiny little buttons. Yeah, thick fingers don't work that well. Yeah, so there's I don't know, so many things going on. I was planning on getting off the island and going for a tour for quite a while now, but so many things happened. I got almost blew myself up and burned myself to death. You know, I've got to get a trailer plate for my trailer. Just my health is up and down. It's just crazy. I just can't seem to. Oh, where are the pups? Beverly says, "Where are the pups?" My pups are locked up in the truck over there in the shade. It's a lot safer for them over there. They're safer there than anywhere. They're in the shade, cool, nice, and they got water and everything like that. I've fed them, so they're all good to go. I can't have them out here with me because I can't keep my eye on them and do the show at the same time. So, but they're safe and sound. Don't worry. I always take great care of my little girls. Always, always. Animals always come first. Even if I was on the farm, all the animals came first. You feed the animals and then feed yourself. That's just the way life is. Hot coffee. I'm having another hot coffee. I haven't had coffee in like 2 weeks almost. Oh, I had one in 2 weeks, and this is my second one. But it's a lot easier on my heartburn and my condition and everything like that. Having the tea instead of the coffee and stuff like that. Oh, it looks like we've lost something here. Choose your language. I want English. I don't want anything here. What's going on? Something just showed up on my what is going on here? I don't want this. How do you cancel this thing? This is crazy. I got Norton coming up on my screen here. For some reason wants to give me, there we go. Oh my God. Norton pops up. Things pop up right when you're trying to do stuff, right? Norton pops up, says, oh, you need Norton security, blah, 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 blah. I can't do my, I can't see my thing on the laptop. So anyway, here, we're back on track here. So, hey, Amber, how's you doing? Shout out to you and the girls from Colorado. Hope you're having a good day. Well, it's not too bad. 95 degrees here. Yeah, it's getting hot here. It's been hot a few days. It's been like 80 or just over 80 here a couple of days. Today it's clouded over a lot, so the heat's going to stay down. But I'm sitting in the shade here and I'm sweating. It's that hot out with the cloud cover and everything. But yeah, if it wasn't for that cloud cover, it would be pretty darn hot. It would be over 80, I guarantee it. But yeah, it's hot everywhere those days, isn't it? And I would love to get down to Colorado. Never. Craig Betts. Hey, Craig, how are you doing? Glad to see you online. Yeah, thank you, Glenn Dome. I'm definitely feeling better today than I have been lately. Hey, Craig, how are you doing? I've gone through quite a few medical ups and downs and stuff, and I don't know what it is lately, but it just, every time I want to turn around and do something, get things done, I just seem to get hit with something, and it knocks me down, I don't know what it is lately, but it just, every time I want to turn around and do something. Man, the coffee's good. So, yeah, dogs are doing good. They're over in the truck in the shade, and I'm just chilling out here. I really didn't have a lot on my mind today other than one special thing. We'll get that to it in a bit. I'm going to wait until a bunch of people show up, so you know, a lot of you can see it live. I mean, it'll be recorded for later, and other people can check in later and check it out anytime they want. But I just thought I'd like a little bit of a live audience before I get into all this. It might have been a bit short notice for everybody, and maybe everybody's out camping and out doing their summertime thing here now, but we'll see how many people drop in. Lou Perry, how you doing? Yes, it's all not too bad with me, and it's great with the little girls, and every time you always ask me to give them hugs, you, Lou, or anyone else says give my dogs hugs and kisses, I always give them hugs and kisses for whoever it is, and I tell them who it's from. So yeah, we're doing a fair bit better today than we have been lately. I keep moving this thing around. Darlene Miller, how you doing? Glad to see you came aboard. Good to see you. Yeah, people are starting to show up. So my message must have got out there, and people saw it. Some people saw it anyway. People are showing up. So yeah, I guess they're always looking for it. Looking for the notices and stuff like that. Molly Cakes, how you doing? Big hugs and big hearts and hugs for the girls there, I see. Yeah, how you doing, Molly Cakes? Yeah, good to see you around. We're getting a few more people. Molly Cakes, how you doing? Big hugs. I'm gonna wait a little longer. I guess you guys are all wondering what I'm talking about, this surprise or whatever. I think you noticed the title of my when I posted that I was gonna go live. The title on there was King of the Road. And the title, I think, on this live as it's playing now is, yeah, it says King of the Road. What do you know? I did some things right for once. Yeah. With technology, I don't always get it right and goof up. And I've filmed a whole video to post for you guys and that. And realized when I was turning the video on, I was actually turning it off because it was already on. And then I would turn it off when it was on, kind of thing. I get it backwards and that, and so then I have to start all over again. Darlene Miller, you hear an echo. I think, I'm not sure why, but I think that's possibly because there's I think it's about a 30-second delay in between the phone when I'm talking on the phone and when it hits the laptop, so you guys can hear it. I guess that's for the so they can check it for what is it? For bad comments or something like that. You know, like. So I think that's what they're doing. I don't know. I wonder, does anyone else hear an echo out there? The one thing I did think of when I first sat down and turned things on, I was like, sat down and I heard all the traffic noise and I went, oh my God, every time I want to do a live here, I keep forgetting the traffic noise out here. But the thing is with the road closure, traffic noise stops for a while because everyone stops, they line up and they hold people back. So every once in a while we'll have a quiet here, and then when they release the traffic to come through, then it'll get noisy again. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else hears an echo there. I was wondering actually about that before you asked, Darlene. Oh, Amber hears an echo too. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why. It's got to be something to do with the laptop. I don't know if this ever happened before in any of the lives, my lives or anyone's lives, with the echo and that. But I got a funny feeling it's with the lag, the delay in the between the actual recording and the laptop that when it comes out. Because when I'm watching myself live on the phone here, and when I look at the laptop, I'm actually hearing myself after the fact. It's kind of interesting to do that. Yeah, so I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. I hope the echo isn't actually disturbing the content or what you can hear. Now it kind of makes me wonder if I'm going to do what I was going to do. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just looking over there. Somebody came to get a burger and that, and they got this great big dog, great big monster dog. You can't see my arms, but great big monster dog. I hope this old echo doesn't ruin the whole ambience of what I'm trying to do today. Crazy. I don't know what to do about it. Everything's running the way it normally does with me. This lag with the phone and the laptop is always normal. But hopefully it won't affect it too much. Oh, I wonder. It's possible that the phone and the laptop are too close together and you're hearing both of them. You're hearing the laptop after this phone or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll sort it out. Yeah, I thought I was going to do good on this live, and I got out here and it's like, my brain's empty. My brain's empty. We'll sort it out. But anyway, so I'm still going to wait a little bit more to see. It's only been 13 minutes. Let's wait and see if a few more people show up. And I don't mind you guys as my audience, but I don't want people right beside me as my audience. I'm a little shy and nervous. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Darlene says I look well. Thank you very much. That's the story of my life, though, and my tragedy, I guess, to some degree. I've been sick for years, like 17 years or something, like badly, and then everyone tells me I always look great. And I go, yeah, I look great, but I feel like crap inside. That's the sad irony, I guess. Oh, well, what do you do? What do you do when you live in a shoe and you smell like a sock? You move to a boot and get laced. I think I've said that quite a few times now. I think you've got that memorized by now. You should have it. Anyway, anyone got any important questions for me or any questions for me about anything? I haven't been doing a lot of foraging lately. Someone's sending hearts. Oh, Darlene Miller says, are you still selling your vehicle and home? Well, it's up for sale. I seriously doubt that anyone's going to buy the whole thing, truck, trailer, and camper. I seriously doubt it. And they're not going to want to pay me what I want for it. But it's worth every penny of it. People are just cheap kind of thing. But there is a chance that I'm going to ultimately sell the camper off the trailer and then build something bigger on the trailer, something more roomy and spacious and better for me and the 2 girls. There is that chance. So if someone makes me the right offer on the camper, I will sell the camper, get that off the trailer, and then rebuild on there, because I need more space and everything. And that camper is not set up right for that trailer. You're wasting a lot of space on the trailer, and the trailer is going to get wet with the rain over the years, and eventually the rain between the camper and the trailer is going to rot out the wood, and the trailer is going to fall through. The camper floor is going to get ruined. So I can't have it for many years like that. It's got to be changed sometime, but we still got lots and lots of time. Trailer's going to fall through. The camper floor is going to really enjoyed all the side trips. I can't have it for many years. Lou Perry says, I've really enjoyed all the side trips you've been taking us on. And she says, thank you. Yeah, I actually enjoyed taking you down those side trips. I hadn't planned it. It was kind of, most of that, like with the Port Alberni stuff and that, was mostly very spontaneous. Because without being on the road, and you're more or less in one area a lot, you gotta search farther and farther and farther away for content and stuff, or at least interesting, entertaining content. I could sit in my house and talk to you about stuff all day long. I've got lots to talk to you about, but I just don't think, I think you get bored of this talking head all the time. Not actually going out and seeing things and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm certainly glad you've enjoyed it, all those trips and tours, Lou, and I'm sure everyone has. I mean, that's kind of what they show up for, I guess, is to see what we get up to in our life and where we go, and see a lot of interesting places that you've never seen before and you may never in your life get to see. Like, let's say you live in the UK or in Latvia or something like that. You might never get over here to see all the cool, wonderful things, like Hole in the Wall, Port Alberni, something like that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. Well, we got a few people here. I'm still only not quite 20 minutes in. I got even a bigger audience over beside me on the patio of a Bigfoot Burger here. Oh, and also I hope you can hear me well, because I know I was having trouble with the sound in some of my videos. I was almost right beside my phone, but the sound wasn't coming out very clear, loud enough. So these are little glitches and stuff I'm going to work on and try and deal with. I should have got a linear microphone a long time ago. It makes a huge difference with, you being able to hear me. I could be like half a mile away and you'd still hear me clear as day with that kind of a microphone. It makes a huge difference. I thought it was going to be like quiet this morning for the first part, but it looks like everyone knows that Bigfoot's going to be closed, not tomorrow, but the day after. Tomorrow's their last day, and they're going to be home, and everyone's coming in for their last burger over this weekend here. So I was hoping it wasn't going to start until after lunch, after my live show, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. So far nobody else showing up here. Any really good questions for me? Anything you want me to talk about or tell you? Catch up on? It's funny, whenever the camera gets in front of my face, my brain goes blank. I have all these great ideas and that when I'm sitting there staring at the ceiling or something, or the walls, or just sitting out in the parking lot or something with the girls. I have all these great ideas and all this, and I pull the camera out and start filming, and my brain goes bleh. I get live in front of the camera here, and my brain just goes bleh. So Amber asks, how's the healing? Pray you don't have too much scarring. No, I'm actually healing quite well, quite a lot faster than most people do with burns. I mean, my legs are still kind of purple and brown and kind of ugly and patchy and everything like that, but they're healing quite quickly, healing well, and the scarring factor is way down. Like, I don't think I have to worry about scarring at all. And when I finally get my actual pair of compression socks, it's going to help with keeping the scarring down, for the whole process. So yeah, it's doing good. I'm actually healing quite well. If I could just get rid of this Crohn's disease, find a doctor and go inside, cut the chunk out, throw it away, sew me back up, and fix this Crohn's disease, I'd probably feel like I was 28 years old again. But that's the main thing that's really holding me down and holding me back and everything like that. It's really nasty thing to deal with. I mean, every medical issue that anyone's got is nasty for them in their own right. You know, everyone suffers differently and in their own way, their own condition, medical condition. But yeah, if I could get rid of this Crohn's disease, I would feel so much younger and so much healthier, more energetic, and I could actually get out and do more and stuff. Ah, there you are, Christina Skyer Roberts. Glad you could show up. Yeah, I was wondering when you'd show up. Hey, how you doing, Christina? Yeah, I'll give Baby and Angel some hugs and kisses for you. They're over in the truck there. I don't know if you caught that, but they're over in the truck in the shade, windows open, water and food and everything. Well, water, I fed them before I left, but they're in the best place they could be. I'm sitting in this cloudy day, but it's hot as heck. Just super hot, man. Man. Super hot. Super hot. Oh, well. I didn't count how many people are here, but there's a number of people here. Oh, there's my laptop doing this buffering again. I don't know why. Yes, Christina, medication does help the functionings, I guess, of the Crohn's, or easing the symptoms. It doesn't take care of them. It doesn't get rid of them. But it eases the function. So like painkillers reduce the pain as much as they can, down to 95% of, or down to 5% of the pain kind of factor. The digestive enzymes, they help process the food and move it along and everything like that. And the one thing that was really bad, getting really bad, was heartburn. Really bad heartburn. The buffering stopped on the laptop here, and now I'm looking at myself about 2 minutes ago. It's trying to catch up, sort of thing. But anyway, the medication does help the symptoms and processes, but it doesn't fix the problem. You still got the problem. It's just a little, or sometimes a lot more easier to deal with than that. So, yeah, I actually need surgery for this, and they stopped doing that a long time ago. I don't know why, but they say it's barbaric. Okay, people are showing up. Night Owl, how are you doing, Night Owl? Have you tried paleo diet? Actually, no. That's the one diet I haven't tried yet. Now the dog's barking. That's the one diet I haven't tried, is the paleo diet. I have to look into that. But I've tried practically every diet. I may have tried it without knowing it, because I've tried everything out there. I've even created my own diets with prebiotic and probiotic foods and stuff like that. But nothing really changes. It's you have to address the actual physical problem, like that, like with surgery and stuff. But it never changes. It just makes it a little easier and stuff like that. But I will look into that paleo diet and look more into it and see what it's about. And I'll try anything that could possibly help. I mean, I'm eating cloves again. When I was a kid, I used to love chewing on cloves and stuff like that. I just love them. I still love them. And I saw online that cloves are really healthy and blah, blah, blah. So I started eating cloves again and putting them in my teas and stuff like that. And there's something going on with those cloves. There's something good in that cloves that really kind of helps. There's the dog barking now on the laptop, and that was like 2 minutes after it barked. So there's a huge lag in the laptop to the phone right now because of the buffering. And I think it's because I was trying to sit farther away from on the outside of the fence of Bigfoot Burger from the patio, so that I guarantee I wouldn't get a copyright claim from the radio they got playing on the patio. So that could be why I'm a little too far. Hey, unedited Billy T, Mr. Billy T. How you doing, buddy? I keep watching. I don't comment much on your videos and stuff like that, but I don't watch anybody's videos anymore. I don't have time. I do my videos, I upload them, and then that's it. I'm done. I gotta feed myself, feed the girls, do my medical stuff, sleep. I just don't have time, so I don't watch. But I scroll past them, I look at them, I eyeball them, but I don't take the time to comment, and I think, oh man, this time I'm gonna, next time I'm gonna comment, sort of thing. But anyway, how's it going, Billy T? Yes, I'm doing as well as possible. And you've been working on your life from being layered up 2 years, best summer. Not quite. Oh, laid up. Sorry, laid up. I can't read. You were laid up for about 2 years with your pain, and yeah, it's been a long time. I've been watching you for quite a while now, for at least a year, I guess. And yeah, you've been in a lot of pain for a long time. I don't know why. I can't remember why, but pain's a bitch, ain't it? Pain is a real bitch. It really. Oh, thank you, Mom. Unedited Mr. Billy T says his mom sends her love. Thank you, Mom. Thanks a lot. I'm glad you're still around and doing well and everything like that, and still watching, and that I think about you now and again, because Billy has mentioned you a long time ago. I don't watch, but I scroll past him. I look up and I eyeball him, but I don't take the time to comment, and I think, oh man, this time I'm gonna, next time I'm gonna comment. Anyway, so Christina wants to know, did I get the Bigfoot burger stickers yet? Oh yeah, I've got some. They're closing down tomorrow, so tomorrow's their last day, I should say. And I'm gonna get a package of each of the 3 stickers that Bigfoot Burger has, and I'm gonna put them aside in case anyone wants them. But I don't know if you saw that in the previous video. I'm not sure if it was the last video or the one before, but I showed the stickers on the back of my door of the camper, and then those little Bigfoot footprints that say "Believe" on it. Those are the newest ones, and I'm going to get a bunch of those in case you're interested in getting a couple of those. But yeah, they've got all their Bigfoot stickers again. I'm just watching. And bring the umbrellas out, sorry. They got all their Bigfoot stickers again. I'm only going to get a small handful because they only printed enough. They don't want to, if they're going to shut down permanently, they don't want a whole stack that they can't get rid of, kind of thing. So anyway, but I will have some, yes. So if you want any, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Tomorrow's the last day, and I'm going to get a package of each of the 3. Okay, Night Owls. It's an update, Night Owl. Thanks. I guess that's your niece. Your niece had the surgery under an emergency situation. She still has problems. Oh, so she had Crohn's or something along that line, and had the surgery for the Crohn's, and she's still having problems along the way. Yeah, that does happen, and it's so sad. But she stays on and swears by the paleo diet. So I'm going to give it a shot, buddy. I'll give it a shot since your niece is going through and she swears by it. I mean, anyone that's got Crohn's or anything in that general area, there's a whole related bunch of things like diverticulitis, all that stuff. And if they swear by a diet, then you got to trust their judgment for sure. Oh, hey, Kathy Remchuk, how you doing? How you doing? Glad you could show up. Well, it looks like a number of people are here. Now there's a number of more people over there. Now I don't know if I want to do this because there's too much audience. I don't mind entertaining you guys, but I don't know. I'm pretty shy, actually, to be honest. Well, when I was a kid, I was super shy, but I'm still got a shyness to me. And I'm not like outgoing kind of thing. Like, you hardly ever get me up on stage unless it was for a good reason or something like that. Oh, thanks, Christina. Christina says, we all send you much love, Kent. Yeah, big hearts, big hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you, yeah. I'm sure you do. Well, it looks like even more people are showing up too. So I'm either going to have to do this or not, because we're kind of halfway into our live thing right now. Assuming I do only an hour. Dog barking again. Wow, I'm amazed at the lag. The lag between the laptop and the phone here is, it's like almost 2 minutes. You guessed it, didn't you, Christina? Yeah, you guessed it. I guess maybe everyone out there guessed it, but Christina says, are you going to sing? Well, that was my plan. I was going to sing, but like I said, I got a huge audience now. The more people that come out and show up, the shyer I get. And when I get shy, then I don't perform well. Damn, that coffee's good. They got really good coffee here. Let's hear it, she says. Let's hear it. Yeah. Soon enough. Soon enough. People are leaving. Hello, little buddy. Hello. Little boy over here, he's fascinated by what I'm doing over here. Okay, Darlene Miller says, oh, that's cute. I'm not sure what she's referring to. Me singing or the little boy over there? That's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Well, if I can compose myself and the dog would quit barking, kind of stuff like that really throws me off, like background noise, and especially dogs barking and loud noises and people banging pots and pans and stuff. I'm just kidding. That's cute, she says. Darlene says, oh, that's cute. My shyness, yeah. I guess it is cute to some degree. Doesn't feel cute for me because I wish I could just get rid of it, just not feel that way. Because Christina, she's playing the drums for me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Darlene Miller says, it sounds like everyone's determined to having to get on with this because Christina says, let's everyone just calm down and say ready. Yeah, I know it's okay to be shy. I mean, lots of people are. It's not a big deal. But sometimes it would be easier to get through life if you're not shy, But anyway, I mean, it's not that bad. I'm just mildly. When I was a kid, I was definitely shy. I was afraid of my own shadow, but I had a bad childhood, really bad one. Really bad one. Anyway. Okay, let's try this. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8x12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies that I found, short but not too big round. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer and every train, all of their children and all of their names, every handout in every town, every lock that ain't locked when no one's round. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buzzing, 8x12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. Wow, there's a huge lag between what I just did and I'm still singing over on the laptop. Anyway, I hope that came across clear and loud enough. It sounds great in my head, but when you get outside like this... Okay, Christina says, sounds great to me. Or no, sorry. Darlene Miller says, sounds great to me. Christina says, beautiful. And Darlene says, the song brings back good memories for her. Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories for me. I mean, that came out before I was even born, I think. Roger Miller, wow, long time ago. I hope it came across good and everything like that. It'd probably sound better if I was in my little tiny house. It's like in a studio, so the sound would be better. But anyway, I just thought I'd do that. I'd actually forgotten about that song. Oh, Small Cats ASMR YouTube. Hey, how you doing, Small Cats? I'm glad to see you made it today. It sounds great when you get outside like this. Okay, sorry, it took a while to read that. Oh, okay, Christina says, sounds great. Hi, Small Cats. Yeah, the sale of the tiny house and everything's not going great. I don't think anyone wants to buy the whole package. I mean, that's a big amount of money, and it's a lot of units, you know, truck, trailer, camper. I think they might want to buy the trailer camper or the truck, but not all of it. But it's not going well. I didn't really expect it to, and I'm really not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I think I'm going to stick with the idea of taking the camper off the trailer and building something bigger on the trailer and doing something else with the camper. We'll see what happens down the road, but I'm not in a big hurry for that. I just need more space is all, and that tiny thing, little house is kind of cramped and tight, kind of tight. Oh, hey, Carl Simpson, how you doing, buddy? Oh, thanks. He says, good job, I guess on the singing, obviously. Sounds good here in Alabama. Alabama, way down south, are you? Oh, right. I'm glad it sounds good all the way down there. All the way down there. Excellent, excellent. Oh, thanks, Christina. She says, way to go. It's a classic. Yes, it is. And Darlene Miller loved it. Small Cats loved it. Carl Simpson loved it. And I missed a few people there, but a few people really liked it. I don't know. I don't understand you guys. I sing and you people think, hey, you sing not too bad. And I go, are you tone deaf? Anyway, the reason I wanted to do that is I was singing before for you guys for about a year or something like that, and I had completely forgotten about that song. And that was probably my #1 song at karaoke. It was probably the one I could do better than the other songs, right? You know, it was easier to pull off for me. Anyway, I completely forgot about it, and then I was driving down the road, and the song comes on the road, and I went, hey, wait. That's one of my karaoke songs. Maybe I should do that for the folks out on YouTube. So I completely forgot about it for all that time. It was crazy. So I thought I'd just see if I could pull it off and test it out and see how it came across. So apparently it came across pretty good, but that's an actually fairly easy song to do. It's not that complicated. You're basically just telling a story. Another one I love takes me way back is Mr. Bojangles. Oh, I love that one. Every time I hear Mr. Bojangles by Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, I just get chills. It's a cool song. Such a cool song. Yes, Darlene Miller asked, did you see Tony Bennett passed away? Yes. He's a classic singer, classic singer. I wasn't a huge fan of his, but yeah, he was a really amazing singer. He had a great voice and could carry some really good tunes, and yeah, he was great. And yeah, I just noticed that yesterday actually, that he passed away. It's too bad. You know, everybody's dropping off these days. It's like, you know, we're getting older, and so is everyone else, and so it's just a matter of fact that people are going to start popping their clogs, right? Yeah, it is sad, but we can't live forever, you know. We can't all live forever. None of us can. Oh, Night Owl says, hi, Carl. I'm in, Carl Simpson. I'm in Northeast Alabama, so there you got a friend there, Carl. Carl and Night Owl have friends that are in the same state anyway. I don't know how close they are, but you know what, Christina? She says, will you be going canoeing soon? I've been wanting to go canoeing for at least a month now, and many things have been holding me back, you know, my medical situation, all sorts of different things, and all the things I've been having to juggle and deal with lately. all that. But one of the things, like I was going to, the last 2 weeks, I really determined to throw that canoe in Horn Lake or something. But the thing is I still don't have a proper seat for the canoe. For some reason it's missing, and it's a little difficult getting in and out of the canoe without the seat, because you got to sit much lower and paddling and everything like that. So I was hoping to get a seat by now for my canoe so I could actually get out there and go do some canoeing and do some videoing and show you some of the other lakes and stuff like that. But just haven't gotten around to it, and it seems like this year or this summer or whatever, everything has been slowing me right down. I can't stay on top of it all. It's too bad. Too bad. I'm just adjusting this a little bit. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit for you. There. Carl Simpson says, "Hi, Night Owl. I'm in Crossville. I don't even know where that is, but I bet you Night Owl knows where Crossville is." Yep. Night Owl's in Albertville. I don't know where either of those places, but I know Carl and Night Owl know where each other is. How far are you away from each other, Carl and Night Owl? How far is Albertville from Crossville? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, please. I'm really curious. And Alabama, man, that's a state I'd love to go to. I'd love to go through all the states. I mean, pretty much every state I'm fascinated by. I wish I could tour it. And it's too bad that things are the way. Too bad I didn't do it years ago when I was younger, not so messed up medically, and things weren't crazy like that. I would have had a great time. Oh my gosh, you guys are close then. Carl and Night Owl are only 15 minutes apart. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now you got a new friend in Alabama. You both got a new friend in Alabama. Night Owl's in Albertville. Yes, it would be fantastic if we can get the damn canoe out in the lake or something, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I'd like to also try some fishing too if I get out on the lake, not just to canoe and look at the sights and scenery and everything, but wouldn't mind trying some fishing too. I haven't caught fish in a long time. I think since last winter or the winter before, actually. I think it was the winter. Yeah, it was the winter before. I never went fishing last winter. I'd love to go to the lake. Well, there you go. Night Owl and Carl Simpson, you guys have a nice little conversation about your family and relatives and everything in Alabama and how close you are to each other. I think that's great. We do these live shows. Look, after I sang, everybody left. Maybe I scared them away. I bet you $10 I scared them away with my singing. Nobody over there clapped. Only you guys said it was good. Anyway, yeah, it's cool when you're doing live things and doing your YouTube channel and that, and people in the comments can actually have a conversation between each other and hook up and maybe become friends or something. And they never knew each other before. I think that's so cool. So cool. There's so many advantages to this YouTube thing, and especially the live shows and stuff like that. It's great. Okay, that sounds like a great idea, Christina. I would love to do that. She says if I come to the Adirondack area of New York, she'll take me canoeing on the Moose River. Good times. That sounds like a really good idea. I'd love to. Love to do that. I haven't actually canoed on a river yet, and I'd love to do that. You got to pick your rivers carefully. You get the faster moving ones that are dangerous, but there are some really nice slow moving rivers on this island here that are just fantastic. My buddy goes and canoes all of them. And he canoes the ocean, he canoes everywhere. It's crazy, and I'm still trying to get out there. Yeah, that is funny. That's kind of what I was referring to. Night Owl says, that's so funny to find someone from Alabama on a live show in Canada. That's what I was kind of talking about. It's cool to have the YouTube, the live thing, in the comments, and then you can meet people you would have never met before if you hadn't been watching somebody's live show. Isn't that cool? Meet new friends and get a bigger community around you. Yeah, Christina, yeah, fishing. I love fishing. I've always loved fishing ever since I was a little tyke. Always love it. And I used to go fishing all the time. I used to actually, excuse me, play hooky from work and stuff like that, school and work and stuff, just to go fishing. I think I blew a lot of opportunities just because I wanted to go fishing. But as time went on and I got older, like after my 30s and 30, mid 30s or something like that, things really, my fishing slowed down. I was in a relationship then and things going on, work, blah. And I was in Vancouver too, so I was farther away from the good fishing spots. So, yeah, I love fishing. I'm dying to go fish at, but I hate going fishing all day long and catching nothing. I hate getting skunked. When I go fishing, I want to catch fish, right? That's why I don't go to Spider Lake much because it can be very frustrating. You can go there for 6 hours every day for a week and catch nothing, and then you can go there one day and catch all your limit in like half an hour, and it's just mind-boggling the finickiness of the lake itself. It's very, very finicky, but they're also stocked. They're sterile fish, and they stock it. They put over 8,000 fish in every year, but they're all sterile, so they don't breed. So I don't know why they do that. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad I actually got the courage to get that song King of the Road out. I'm gonna have to go and play it back later so I can hear it the way you guys heard it, because it's been on my mind for about 2.5 days now, and I've been practicing to make sure I get all the words right, because I might not sing the greatest, but I don't want to screw up the words. Anyway, so I'm gonna check that out later and see how it came across. But I do find it interesting. I'll sing a song on a video, I'll upload it to YouTube, and then you guys will watch it, and I'll get all these comments, oh, you can sing pretty good and all this kind of stuff. And I play it back over and over, and I go, what are they listening to? Who are they listening to? It's because I hear it and it's like, what? That guy can't sing. Oh yeah, well, but anyway, we're our own, everyone's their own worst critic, right? You know, especially women. Women are their own worst critic. Oh, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I'm so that. You know, and the guy's going, what? You know, you're not fat, you're not this, you're not that. Why are you putting yourself down, right? I'm sure all you women out there know what I'm talking about. Okay, here are more comments. Here we go. Anyway, so I'm going to check that out later and see. You got that right, Darlene. Darlene Miller. She says there's something spiritual about being around the water, being around the woods, foraging, and growing your own food. Yet there's so much spiritual about that, about all of that. That's why I love being in the wilderness. I used to love just going fishing where nobody was, and it was quiet, just me on the lake or river or whatever. And going out in the woods, I could spend days in the woods just by myself, listening to the birds and the nature sounds and everything like that. There is something very, very spiritual about all of that, and even growing your own food. And I think other people have said this before, but the one that I remember and rings a bell in my head is Edgar Cayce. I don't know if anyone knows Edgar Cayce, but look him up online if you can. If you don't know who that is, Edgar Cayce. He said a number of times, it's very, very spiritual in that to get your hands in the dirt and garden and get your hands in the dirt and become one with the earth and everything like that, and grow your own food and everything. He was that was part of his readings and that, and it was a very important part of life for humans to do this, is get their hands in the dirt and grow food and be, connect with the earth and everything like that. Yeah, that's very, very true, Darlene. Very true about all of that. Very spiritual about the water, the woods, the foraging, growing our own food, and everything about the planet. Very, very true. Very true. There you go. Amen. Amen. There you go. So Carl and Night Owl are still having their conversation. Night Owl, Carl says, Night Owl, I worked in Albertville for 33 years at the cotton mill. I don't know anything about that, but I'm sure Night Owl knows exactly what cotton mill and that he's referring to and everything. But they're having a nice little conversation all by themselves. Isn't that cool? I love it. I just love it. I brought two people together again. Yeah, Christina, wilderness therapy is the best. If I couldn't go fishing or foraging or all those other things, and all I could do is just go walk through the forest and just listen to the birds and stuff like that, and just do nothing but walk. It made a huge difference to my feelings and everything, and my spirituality of it. I just felt at one with nature, at one with God, and it just feels so much better. And then you come out of the wilderness and get back into the noise and the cities and all that, and it ruins the whole effect. But yeah, there's really something great about being out in the wilderness. I can't say enough about how great it feels. And mushroom picking. Oh man, you're taking home some food from the earth and that. An amazing product, and it's like God's giving you growing food for you that you don't even have to plant, and you take it home and it's wonderful, healthy, and it tastes great, and it keeps you alive and all that. It's just something really fantastic about picking wild mushrooms, and it just nothing better. Through the forest and just listen to the birds and stuff like that. Yeah, and yes, Christina, it is good for whatever troubles you. Yes. Every time I'm troubled about something, if I can get up and walk and I'm not, stuck to the bed or something like that, the first place I go is the wilderness or somewhere quiet like that by a lake or anywhere that's in nature, just in nature somewhere, down by the ocean where no people are, no noises and stuff. Yeah, something very therapeutic about all that. Can't say enough about how great it feels. And mushroom picking. Yeah, there we go. PTSD. Yeah, it does amazing things for people with PTSD, Christina. It does, and I found out that even more of a first hand after my hospital, my explosion and getting burned and going to the hospital and all that, because I didn't realize. You don't realize it until you actually stop and think about it and focus on it, but I was in a huge state of PTSD right after that explosion and everything and all. Even after I got out of the hospital, I was still, like a month later, I was still feeling the effects of PTSD when I focused and tried to think of why I was feeling the way I was. But yeah, but for lots of different reasons, it's very, does amazing things, very therapeutic, but especially for stuff like PTSD and depression. It can really help depression. It might not pull you out of depression, but it gives you a sense of peace, and that it's a lot easier to deal with stuff when you're in nature and in that feeling. Yeah. PTSD, it does amazing things for people with PTSD. So true, Darlene. So true. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Exactly. I think that goes back to Hippocrates, if I'm not mistaken, or very close, way back. I know somebody said that way back somewhere. And yeah. Oh, hey, Kathy Disney. Haven't seen you. I don't know if I've ever seen you, but you just showed up today. Anyway, asked whether I'm Scottish or Irish or what. I'm Irish, actually, and if you're referring to the kilts, well, the kilt is a coincidence. I wear the kilts because I got Crohn's disease, and the kilt is about the only comfortable thing to wear when you got Crohn's disease or really bad diverticulitis, any of the IBDs in there. It's the only comfortable thing to wear, and I wear that because of that. But being Irish and having the kilt is only a coincidence. And because I'm Irish, I didn't clue into the kilt for the Crohn's. It just came to me one day when I was online and I was searching, and the kilt popped up, and I went, hey, wait, that might work. And so I got that for the Crohn's. And it's just a happy, lucky coincidence that I'm Irish as well, because I can play that off, right? But yeah, I have an Irish background, but I was born in Canada, born in Vancouver. Way back somewhere. And yeah. Carl wants to know, do you plan on doing any more fishing videos? Yeah, I think we were partly discussing that a little while ago. But yeah, I do plan on doing more fishing videos. The only problem with being on Vancouver Island, it's way different than the mainland of BC. Way different. I can go to any freshwater spot, whether it's a creek, river, lake, anything on the mainland of BC, and I can go in there and I know I'm going to catch fish. And it's only a matter of time, and sometimes could be a few minutes to 1 hour max kind of thing, and you got a whole bag of fish. But on the island, there's something weird about the island, and I think it's because of earthquake and activity over here and tidal waves and stuff that it screwed up something. But the freshwater fishing over here is very finicky, especially like Spider Lake, Horn Lake, a lot of those places, and even creeks and stuff like that. It's you kind of got to get lucky to catch the fish. It's really strange, but yes, I do plan on doing more. Oh, and that's the other thing I was going to say is the fishing on the island is best in in the winter time and during the cold season. It's in the summer you don't want to fish in a lot of these lakes because they're too shallow, and the water gets too warm and the fish get fishy, and just not quite the same. You want fish coming out of really, really cold water, especially on the island here. I noticed that on the mainland too, up around Smithers and that. There's some lakes that were really shallow. In the summertime, nobody fished them because the fish came out. They actually tasted terrible if you caught them and cooked them in the summertime because the water was so warm in that. So you catch them when it's cold. They taste so much better. But I do definitely plan on doing some more fishing. It's just a matter of when. I plan on doing a lot of things. And a little earlier, I think it was Darlene was saying, I can't remember who was saying, they miss the regular format of my shows from before, like Cooking with Kent and all that kind of stuff. And just with so many things, I'm not able to stay on top of a lot of those things. I miss doing the cooking shows and stuff like that, and all the other stuff I was doing before. In the summer, you don't want to fish in a lot of these lakes because they're too shallow. And Disney's asking me, so where do you live now? Still in Canada? Yes, I'm still on Vancouver Island in Canada, in the province of British Columbia. Yes. So because I've been having a lot of problems lately, and I've had to try and readjust my diet and everything, I've changed up. I've stopped eating a bunch of stuff. I've stopped drinking coffee very often at all, just once in a while, just to enjoy a cup of coffee instead of every day, many times a day. And that. So that's the problem with the Cooking with Kent stuff. If I'm not going to eat something, then there's not much sense me cooking it because it'll just end up going in the garbage. Unless I get an audience of people to sit and watch me cook while you guys are watching on the YouTube videos. And then when I'm done cooking, I can actually feed them and it won't go to waste. But that's the problem, is I can't do much cooking if I'm not going to be able to eat it. And it's actually really sad because I really like cooking and creating different things and stuff like that. And I was having a lot of fun doing that and showing you guys new stuff and everything like that. Stuff you may have never seen before or thought of or whatever. And I do miss my kind of format I was on, but excuse me, things do change, and I'm hoping to get back to it. The thing that I'm kind of really annoyed with is I was going to do a lot of my Cooking with Kent shows on the Patreon, as long as singing and stuff. And with everything going on, I don't necessarily have the time to do all these things. Like when I build a video, it takes me the better part of a whole day to build, edit, create, put together, and upload the video, and then I'm done for the day because of my Crohn's or whatever, or I need to address my medical situation. I got to take care of my dogs. I got to go do something, fix something on the truck. It's just never ending. But I do miss a lot of things, and I wish I felt like I was 28 again, the healthy like that, and I could spend 16 hours a day to 20 hours a day doing stuff, and then go and have a sleep for 4 hours and get up and start over, and I can get a lot more done, and I could actually do all these things with the show that I wanted to do. But we're going to work on getting back on track, basically. I mean, I'm not off track, but there are certain things that I've let fall off, and like I say, most of it's for medical reasons and then stuff going on in my life. But anyway, I do plan on doing a lot more stuff again, and I know once I get on top of a few things here, I'll be able to get on the road more, go see some more sights, hopefully do some fishing, some cooking and stuff, and all that stuff. Anyway, it's in the plans. It's just a matter of having the time and the physical ability to do it and pull it off. So, but yeah, I'm glad you guys are still hanging out and enjoying the show, and watching me and baby and what we get up to. Another thing too with the foraging too, I missed a couple of things. A while back when I was in the hospital, that was a perfect time for me to grab the fiddleheads. And by the time I got out of the hospital, the fiddleheads were kind of done. So I missed doing that as part of my foraging stuff. The broadleafed plantain, the narrow-leaf plantain has come up and flowered, and then the broadleaf plantain came up. And by the time I noticed them, the little seed heads had gone to seed. Like they come up and they're like little lush green, soft, edible, delectable things to eat. And that, but then when the seeds get bigger and bigger, then they're not as nice and edible and chewy and basically you want to collect them for seeds and then take the seeds and do something with them, like crush them into flour or something like that to make pancakes or something like that. But yeah, I've missed a bit of that, but I'm still studying more and more on that, and I'm looking at stuff and learning more about it, and hopefully at least soon or down the road here, I can show you more foraging stuff, because I know a lot of you love the foraging stuff. And I'm learning a lot more as I go and showing you stuff. I'm learning more and more and more. And the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know much and there's a lot more to learn. Oh, I found that out so early in life. Yeah. That's cute. Christina says, okay, we all have to head to Kent's camp. Yeah, then it wouldn't be necessary for me to make videos, because you'll all be around me and I just sit to talk to you all personally in a big group. That's so cute, so cute. Well, it's okay. Wow. I was just reading Night Owl's conversation with Carl Simpson. She was talking about how she worked at the mill. Her mama worked at the mill. Her sister worked at the mill. Her mama worked there in the 1940s. But that must have been a popular cotton mill. A lot of work available apparently back in the day. I found that out so early in life. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, Darlene Miller. She says she knows how I feel about medical and stuff. She says she's 76 years young, which is true, and has gout. And she's been experimenting with going vegan, learning more about it, and she feels bad for our animals. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the animals too, but we're programmed and growing up, just go to the store and buy some meat and eat it. Like we don't see where it comes from and that. And so the more you stop to think about it, the more you feel bad for the animals. And you sometimes think, hey, maybe I should just go vegan. You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, there's a lot to be said about at least a partial vegan diet. I mean, meat's not that bad for you necessarily, but everything in moderation, right? And if you're going to eat meat, I think fish a lot more often than red meat is better for you. But a little bit of red meat here and there, it won't kill you. But yeah, it kind of makes you think of wanting to go vegan a lot of the times, doesn't it? Oh, hey, Life of Chuck. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah. Anytime you get a chance, Chuck, pop down, come and have a coffee with me or something like that. You showed up that day. I was really run down and I was kind of out of it. So, yeah, but that was great meeting up with another YouTuber and someone nearby in Port Alberni there. But yeah, pop by if you can. I'm not going to go to Port Alberni again until this whole highway is open again. I've gone there like 5 times, I think. And I just don't want to do that trip anymore and wait in line and stuff like that. So I won't be going to Port Alberni until it's probably all cleared up. So if you get over this way, come pop in, say hi. We'll have a coffee, chat more and stuff like that. It was very nice to meet you. Stuff like that. So yeah, glad you can make it to the live show though. That's cool. That's cool. Christina says, I'll bring the brew. What's your drink? I don't drink alcohol, so not anymore. It's not a good thing. It's not even worth it. Like I enjoy it for maybe 5 minutes, and then it's the after effect. It's like really hard on my body and system. Uh, Not like when I was younger and I was healthy and I could drink and drink and drink and get up and go to work and everything the next day. But no, it's just it wipes me out. It's really hard on the insides and it's not fun. So I'll drink tea, tea or oh, you know what I really love is ginger beer, non-alcoholic ginger beer, the really strong stuff. Oh my God, that stuff's good. Takes me back when I was a little kid. I loved it when I was a little kid, and I still love it now. So bring the ginger beer, yeah. And Carl Simpson and Night Owl are still having their conversation there. Christina says you should join PETA. Darlene, might be a good idea, I should say. Oh, I'm trying to read the name here. My laptop screen is dirty. It's not even worth it. Like I enjoy it for maybe 5 minutes. Wow, that's an interesting. I don't know if it's a name or a title or just a YouTube title. Not like when I was younger. Anirban Chakraborty. Wow, sounds Russian or something. Anyway, the question is, how's Babe doing? Baby, I'm assuming. Baby's doing great. Angel's doing great. They're doing wonderful. It's just me that's not doing so fantastic. They're in great health. They're wonderful. And they're the best company ever, those little girls. I just love those little girls, both of them. They're doing fantastic. They are doing fantastic. Thanks for checking in on them. Bring the ginger beer, yeah. Okay, now Christina and Darlene are having their own conversation, so I might as well leave. Night Owl and Carl are having a conversation. Darlene and Christina are having a conversation, so I might as well go and let everyone just talk amongst themselves now. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. So Christina and Darlene are working on becoming vegans. I'm just reading their conversation. I'm eavesdropping. That's crazy, guys. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Night Owl. She loves me live. She loves me live. LOL. Yeah, Darlene, I'll try and join you. I think you're talking about the vegan thing. I'm going to try. I actually eat a lot more vegetables and stuff now than I eat small amounts of meat and eat more vegetables and stuff. I'll have to go over all my new stuff I've been doing lately, and that'll be one of them will be a cooking show because it's a thing I started lately because of my condition and also my appetite's been really low lately. I don't know if it's just my condition or the heat and everything like that, but it's been really low. So I've been trying to work on different things to do that are easier on my body and still give me a lot of health and energy and stuff like that. But I'll show you that in another video somewhere down the road and what I've been doing and stuff like that. Because if I'm start talking about it, I'm going to want to pull everything out of the cupboards and start showing you that, but I'm not in my little house, so. She loves me live. And Carl Simpson says, can't you bring people together? Big hearts, big hearts. How do you do that heart thing? This way. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. Yeah. Someone else was saying that too, that somehow I bring people together, and I never noticed that before, never thought of it, never stopped to think about it. I didn't know somehow I could have that effect on people, it's funny because you watch everyone else and watch things going on in life and everybody, and you don't really stop and look at yourself much and see, how you're affecting other people and what they feel about you, whether they think you're talented or this or that or the other thing. When you think, you don't think a lot of yourself, let's say, you know what I mean? Like you don't necessarily think you have talents and stuff like this, but people start telling you that. So, oh, maybe. Then you got to stop and look at yourself. I'm babbling now, aren't I? Yes. Anyway, I guess this is over an hour here now. I don't know if that means anything to that. I can stay on here as long as I want, as long as people want to show up and talk and chat, and listen to me, and stuff like that. There's another thing, Darlene Miller. I've heard this quite a while back, way back when I first started singing, like practically a year ago. Darlene Miller says your voice is very calming. Wow, you know, like I would have never thought of that ever in my life. And then right after the first person said that on my YouTube channel, it says I have a very calming voice, I have a nice voice, calming voice, all that kind of stuff. Then a lot more people started saying it. And, you know, I'd never heard that in my life. No one in my whole life had ever said that I have such a calming, soothing voice. Never would have known that. And I don't hear that. Obviously, we don't hear ourselves the way other people hear us, but I don't hear that. I don't know. But it's amazing how many people say that. I just have this calming, soothing effect. And people that have been with me in person, just having a conversation, you know, in the tiny shack or whatever like that, have said that too, and said, oh man, I could just sit here and go to sleep. You know, if I needed to go to sleep, I could have you talk to me. And not that I'm putting them to sleep, but because of the calming effect and soothing effect of my voice on them, if I sit there and just talk, start telling them a story or something, or singing or anything like that. I guess I never thought of that before. I never noticed it. And it just, in the last year, a lot of people have been telling me that. Never would have thought it. But it's great. Thank you very much. I'm glad I can be of some assistance to some people. Like put them to sleep by talking to them. Wow, look at this big wasp. Oh my God, that's a big wasp. They don't bug me. If you don't touch them, they won't hurt you. Trust me. If you start swatting at them, they're going to sting you. So I don't know. Has everyone had their fill yet today? I don't know. I figured that by an hour I would be out of content and out of stuff and that, but I don't know. I don't feel like stopping right now. But the comments are stopping. Nobody's having their conversations anymore. Maybe they all went for lunch or went for tea or went to bed. I don't know. Depends on where you are in the world. But anyway, I hope everyone loved the show. I hope you liked the song. I hope I did it well enough. I practiced. I know I sounded better when I was practicing than I did when I did it live here. But anyway, I hope you all loved it. Hope you all enjoyed catching up and everything like that. But I think I better go check on the girls and see how they're doing, because they've been in the truck over an hour. They'll probably just go to sleep like they usually do. They have a drink of water or something to eat, and then they go to sleep. So, but you know, they get really bored after a while, and they miss me, and you know, they want interaction. I don't know. I figured that by an hour I would. Oh, that's an interesting question. Night Owl says, what kind of fish is in the area of Canada I live in? Wow, that's a big ballpark there, because you got freshwater and you got saltwater. So let's say freshwater, we got rainbow trout, brown trout, speckled trout, cutthroat trout. Oh, what else do we got? And then in the oceans we got salmon, sockeye salmon. I think sockeye salmon, BC is the only place in the world, I think, to get sockeye salmon. I'm not 100% sure, but I think sockeye salmon, spring salmon, pink salmon. We got dogfish, we got lingcod, halibut, flounder, sole. Oh, what else do we got? Lots of good fish, but it depends on whether you're in a salt chuck or if you're in fresh water. But we got a lot of really good fish. Oh, steelhead. Now, steelhead's interesting. It's actually an ocean-going rainbow trout. It starts in the fresh water, and then after it gets to a certain size, I think 1 or 2 years old, I can't remember its age, but then it heads out to the ocean, spends a couple of years in the ocean, then comes back to spawn in the fresh water again. Only fish, I think, known to be fresh and salt water. But steelhead's a really good fish, and they're a fighter. Man, are they a fighter. They're kind of a trophy fish in a way for people, because they give you a really good fight. Up northern BC is a great place to go steelheading, up in the Bulkley River and up in Skeena and all that. We got dogfish, we got lingcod, halibut, flounder. Glenn Dome says, Kent, have you tried spearmint oil for your ear? Actually, I tried a different type of oil for my ear for a while before I went and got it flushed and everything like that, and still nothing. But yes, I did try. I can't remember the oil it was. But there's a few oils, and peppermint oil is one of them that you can use. But what it is, it's my eustachian tube on my inner ear that's collapsed and everything. We got to get that eustachian tube to open up, and that's on the inside and not on the outer side. So yeah, I didn't try the spearmint oil, but I have tried other oils. No, Amber asks if we have walleye. No, we don't have walleye in BC. I would love to go to wherever province or wherever they have walleye and go fish walleye. There's a lot of fish that we don't have in BC, in our lakes, in freshwater and the ocean water. But walleye is one of the fish that I'd love to go and fish. And bass too. Spider Lake has bass, but they're hard to get in there. And they had the wreck in 1967, I think it was, 60 something. They had a record bass caught in Spider Lake here, but they're hard to get. But that's another one I'd like to get: bass and walleye. Oh, there's a whole bunch of fish I'd like to. I'm trying pike. There's a bunch of them I'd love to go and fish, but we don't have them here. Yes, Darlene. Tea tree oil is good for a lot of different things and probably good for the ear. But like I was saying, it's the eustachian tube on the inside that's the problem. And what if I can't get it open up with the Flonase and all that kind of whatever else? I guess the last scenario is they take a tube and they put it up there with a small tiny balloon on there, and they pump the balloon up to spread the tube open, get it open up and drain it off, and then go from there and that. But that's kind of last resort. It's not like it's totally, truly invasive and painful or anything. It's just, you'd like to try and fix it with other means and that. But we're working on it. Okay, Christina, see you later. Christina says she's got to run. Nice talking to you again, and nice, seeing you show up and everything. Great having you come by. And keep on singing and dancing through life. Thank you. I'll do the singing. Dancing, I think I'm just too old and feeble now, and 2 left feet and all that kind of stuff. Not like when I was younger, so I'll stick to singing, no dancing. Oh, great. Anyway, I guess I should actually. It's almost 1:20 now. Been here an hour and 20 minutes. Yes, Darlene Miller says, everyone spread the love and hug a tree. Yes, hug a tree. And I just found this out maybe a few months ago, that for spirituality and actually getting something into your body from nature, from a tree, birch tree apparently is one of the best trees that you can go and hug, and you'll actually get this energy from the birch tree. I have to look more deeply into what it is, but I can't remember everything they told me about it. But yeah, apparently a birch tree is really good to hug, and it gives you, it actually affects your body and your soul and everything about you and stuff like that, and improves your health. That's what I've heard anyway. So anyway, like I said, it's almost an hour 20 minutes now, and those girls have been sitting there alone for a while, and it starts to oh man, Night Owl says walk barefoot on the grass. I haven't done that in ages and ages. When I was a kid, I never wore shoes. I think from the day of birth until I was 16 or 16 and a half, I never wore shoes. I loved to go everywhere barefoot, everywhere, restaurants and everything included, until they wouldn't let me in after a while. But yeah, I used to love to go and walk in the cool grass with bare feet, in the mud, in the sand. Oh, I never wanted to wear shoes. And then one day I started to wear shoes because I had to go to work, have a job and everything. And then I just fit into the rest of society where I was always shoes. But I haven't worn bare feet in grass or mud or sand or anything in a long time, and I gotta go do that, especially in the grass, the cool wet morning dewy grass. That's great, great. Okay, okay. It starts to, oh man. Now Night Owl and Darlene are having a conversation amongst themselves too. Yeah. Well, it's a three-way conversation. They're including me in it. Anyway, I don't know how you feel, but the longer it goes, the more I worry about my girl. I worry about everything, but I worry about my girls constantly and all the time. You know, and the more minutes that tick by, the more I start worrying and thinking about, are they all right, are they all right? So I get all stressed out and I shut things down and I go to see them and they're sleeping. They sleep and don't have a clue what's going on. Couldn't care less. They're having great dreams and stuff and they didn't even know what was going on. No, but I do worry about the girls and I don't like to leave them very long. Oh, cool. Cool. That's cool. Carl Simpson, he says, Kent, I will try to send you a fishing lure that I handmade. I would love that. I would love that. You got my address down in there. In the descriptions below every video, my address is down there. Box 351, Qualicum Beach, BC, V9K1S8. Yeah. I would love to check that lure out. That would be cool. I would love that, Carl. That'd be great. Thank you very well. Thank you now before I get it. So now you have to send it to me. So yes, if you can do that, send me that. I will definitely give it a try, see what we can do, see if I can catch fish, and I'll try and videotape it at the same time so you can see how well your lure does for catching fish. So is it a freshwater for trout and that, or ocean? I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I will try it out, use it, and see what we can catch. Definitely, definitely. And the one reason I don't go out in the ocean, the salt chuck, in the canoe, at least for now, is because I don't like to leave my dogs behind, like, because it's hard to find a place where you can leave them in the truck for that length of time. And if I take them out in the canoe in the ocean, I've heard of many stories where sea lions come out and they grab either somebody's dog or the big huge salmon they just caught right out of the boat and screw off with it. And if it's your dog, they jump up and grab your dog. That's it. Your dog's gone. He's lunch for the sea lion. So I will never, ever, ever take them out unless I have a cage built over the canoe that any sea lion could jump up and hit the cage and not get at my dogs. Then I'll take them out. But other than that, I won't. So that's why I've been reluctant to go out in the ocean. I don't want to leave my dogs behind for too long of a time. But I'd love to go out there and get some more ocean fish. Oh, great. Okay, Carl, thanks. It's for bass. That would be great because I've been wanting to go down to the Cabela's or something like that and grab some bass lures. I've never had bass lures. I want to get some because I want to try catching bass over at Spider Lake, if nowhere else. And if that's a bass lure, that'd be cool. I'll definitely check it out, see what we can do on the bass, and show you what we can do. And that'll probably be near the end of the year because, like I said, it's got to be cold up here to go fishing Spider Lake and most of the lakes on the island here. So that'd be cool. I'd love that. I'd love that. Big, huge salmon they just caught right out of the boat. It's your dog. Night Owl says, our feet are ruined from wearing shoes. I am trying to get back to a no-shoe life in my retired life. Yeah, you know what? Wearing shoes like to work and everywhere we have to go for most of our life, except when we're at home, it really has ruined our feet. It really does a number on our feet because they're not necessarily built right. We should have, every single person should have shoes specifically made for their own type of feet. You know, with the, what do you call those things? I forget, they're implants that put in your shoes. I forget what they're called. But, you know, if everyone's shoes were made right, we'd have a lot better time with our feet. But shoes have really ruined our feet. We're supposed to go barefoot. That'll probably be near the end of the year because, like I said, it's got to be cold up here. Yeah, actually, Darlene, sometimes some people will babysit the girls, and I have done that on occasion, but you know, it's always about the timing, you know. Oh, hey, Mama Mia 555. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you could make it. We're just about ready to quit here, but glad to see you could show up to the end. I don't know if you caught the song back there a while ago, the King of the Road song, but let me know what you think. Anyway, yeah, I have uh, like sometimes when I need them, someone to babysit the girls, it's not the right time for them, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So I do get people to babysit when it's really important like that, and when they're available and stuff. So that does happen, yeah. But I'm not in a hurry to get out in the salt chuck just yet. Anyway, October coming up, October. That's apparently when the lingcod come in from the deep ocean into the shore to spawn, and that's the best time apparently to go out around near the rivers like some Big Qualicum River and stuff like that at the mouth, just out in the ocean near the mouth of the river, and catch the lingcod when they come in to spawn. Yeah, so that's hopefully going to happen this year, maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so. Anyway, yeah, I have. Wow, I'm amazed at the lag between the phone here and the laptop. It's, I don't know, I swear it's a whole minute off or something like that because of the buffering that went on earlier. Yeah, because I can sit here and talk to you and that, and then turn around and watch the conversation after the fact. That's probably where the echo comes from, maybe. I don't know if there's still an echo. There was an echo earlier. It was two people who mentioned it. So, anyway. Thank you, Mama Mia 555. Yeah, she says so glad to see you in high spirits. Yeah, I'm feeling better lately, and I'm feeling a little happier, kind of in a way. Especially when I communicate with you guys, it makes my day, kind of thing. Brightens my day, makes me feel better, brings me out of my slump and stuff, and so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And of course, yeah, you're all here to see me anyway. Anyway, I'm actually, as the time goes on, I'm actually having more and more fun doing this. Kind of longer it goes, the less I want to leave. But I do have to go check the girls and go, sit with them and give them company and everything, take them out, stretch their legs and stuff like that. So I do have to do that. And I do have some other things I need to do today. I was going to take drive the camper down Rathtrevor and that, but it's not so sunny today and that, and I might not end up doing that, but I do have a bunch of stuff to do. So, I hate to leave you all because it's been a slice. It's always great to talk to you guys and do the live with you guys and have a straight-on conversation. Oh, thank you, Darlene. It brightens her day too, she says. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. I guess a lot of people feel that way, that it brightens your day to watch my lives or my videos or whatever, stuff like that. And I would have never thought it, but I wouldn't watch me. Just kidding around, Anyway, I think it is time to say goodbye, say adieu, and take off for the day. It's an hour and a half, probably the longest I've been on yet. Maybe another time I'll stay on for 2 hours. You never know. It depends on the content and what's coming up and what we got to talk about and how many people show up. Anyway, I really don't want to go. I just want to sit here and talk to you guys and that. But the girls are playing in the back of my mind here. They're going, "Daddy, where are you? Where are you? We miss you." So I better just cut this off right now. Thank you, Darlene. Wow, okay, now we're just starting up again. Carl Simpson, that's weird that you said that, because I thought of Gordon Lightfoot songs way in the past, and I've sung them. I love Gordon Lightfoot. One of my all-time favorite singers, beautiful Canadian singer. Anyway, I was actually thinking just in the last week or so that I should try Gordon Lightfoot songs, because I should be able to pull them off. There should be something suited for me, let's put it that way. Yeah, so that's another thing I'm going to try. I don't know why I haven't done it. There is a couple that I do sing now and again, just casually and that, but I've never tried them at karaoke, and I never tried to just sit there and sing the whole song right through and get it all right. But yeah, I'm going to try and look into more of his songs and try actually doing some of his on my video channel too as well. I got to make a list. That's the thing. I think of all these songs or things to do or whatever, and then if I don't make myself a list, I forget most of it. I forget 8 out of 10 things. Anyway, I could sit here and keep going on, and every time someone asks me a question, I want to just keep going. I got to answer the question stuff, but I really need to go and check on the girls and get more things done today and stuff like that. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys today. It seemed like a much better live today than before. I don't know. I was feeling really weird. I don't want to say I was down in the dumps or anything, but I was feeling a little low and just feeling a little weird this morning. And I was not sure how I was going to do when doing the live, but as soon as I got the thing going and rolling, I feel a lot better. So, and that's you guys. I thank you and I appreciate you guys making me feel better. Anyway, it is time to run, sadly. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to give Angel and Baby big hugs and kisses from all of you to them, and let them know that everyone's talking about them and loving them and that as well. Anyway, so without further ado, hopefully, unless someone asks me a question. Oh, there's a question. Oh, well, that's great. You know what? It's good to know these things, right? Because if we don't know these things, we don't know whether we help or not, or what we're doing or what we need to do or anything like that. But anyway, Darlene Miller says, you helped with my loneliness. And another person another time said that I help with their depression and stuff. That's really good to hear. I'm glad that I can actually do something in life to help at least one other person, maybe 2 other people, whatever. But if something in my life, something that I do in my life actually helps someone with their loneliness, their depression, or their, negative moods or feeling down or anything like that, that just elates me. It just makes me feel so much better about my life and me living this life, right? That I'm actually doing some good out there. That's great to know and hear about it, and that I have helped people. It's, because we never know, I have a friend I go visit all the time. One day she says, you're my best friend, because my husband's an asshole. Excuse my French. But she doesn't have any real friends, right? And we sit and talk about movies and songs, music and stuff, and all the things we're on the same page with. And, one time she said, if it wasn't for me coming over, she said she didn't know what she'd do. She's like, she says, I make her day a lot of the time. She's the one that she can't get out of the house much. Her legs are not right. And so she needs someone to drive her around or whatever all the time. And that doesn't always happen because, like I said, about her husband. Anyway, so, people like that, they say, I make their day. And when if you don't hear that, you don't know. But as soon as someone says that, it just makes all the difference in the world to your life. And it makes all the difference to me to hear people tell me that I help them with some emotion or feeling or something they're having. It's great. It's great. I'm laughing because Mama Mia 555 just asked me, when is Kent's Kitchen coming up again? We were just talking about that a little earlier, Mama Mia. That's been suffering because of my health issues and stuff like that, and also changing up my diet and stuff. And if I'm not, going to eat the stuff that I'm cooking, or I can't eat the stuff that I'm cooking, then I can't really cook it and then throw it in the garbage, right? So either I can't do it, or I need to get an audience sitting there right in front of me, so once I cook, I can feed them and not waste the food. Anyway, yeah, we were just talking about that about 10 or 15 minutes ago, but yeah, I'm still working on it. There will be some more Kent's Cooking shows coming up. I got one coming up on my new diet program and that, so hopefully you'll find that interesting, fascinating, whatever, and that will be coming up. And hopefully as my health improves, hopefully, and stuff like that, maybe I'll be getting more videos out, more content out in my videos and stuff like that, more content that you guys want to see. I'm laughing. That's very true. Night Owl says, it's so sad that with all the social media we have, so many people are lonely and depressed of all ages. And yes, it's kind of sad and surprising in a way. We have so much more social media now than we ever did in the 90s and before that. And so many people out there lonely and depressed, and we have this amazing way to connect, and we just got to somehow find a way to connect with others, like-minded people and stuff like that, and make these things happen. And so we can help each other with loneliness, depression, their illnesses, whatever. They're being housebound, whatever. Maybe they're seniors and are housebound or whatever. But yeah, this it's kind of sad in a way that we have so much social media and people are still lonely and depressed now, and they just have to connect. We have to find a way to get everyone to connect. Yeah, true enough. All right, well, that's it. I do have to go. I know my girls are missing me and everything, and I'm kind of starting to stress a bit about how they're feeling and everything. So anyway, I hope you all had a great time today hanging out. I hope I got all your questions answered for you. And thank you, Night Owl. Said they loved the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we'll catch up again real soon. And hopefully I can get some video content out here again, so I don't miss any more days in my routine here. So anyway, this time for sure, without further ado, I'm going to bid you adieu. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. I can't say enough about how I feel about you guys, and how you, not only apparently I make your day and bring you out of your depressions and everything like that and loneliness, but you guys make a big difference in my life too, in my days, in my life. It really makes a big difference. I want to quit so many times because I'm either depressed or something's bringing me down. I just don't want to go on. And then one of you or a bunch of you make comments, and it just brings me right back up, and you go, I can't quit. I got to keep going because I make these people happy. They're waiting for me, kind of thing and stuff. So there we go. Anyway, I don't even know how to turn this off now. I forgot how to turn it off. Anyway, you guys take care. Love you guys. Keep watching. I'll keep trying to do what I can for you and entertain you guys and everything like that. And we'll see you real soon down the road here, okay? So, what do I say? Ciao for now.